Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to the morning show here on Main Street TV, where it is a beautiful Friday here, if you like rain, in downtown Jackson, Ohio. But oh my gosh, we're so excited. We have the Jackson High School baseball team and the seniors here today. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. No, okay, let's try that again. We have the Jackson High School seniors here today. Welcome.
Good morning.
Hi. Okay. Yeah, okay. We'll get you warmed up. Do we need to do some calisthenics or something?
We're good. I'm ready.
Shake it off, man. Okay, all right. No, you guys are here to talk about your main fundraiser for the year, and that is tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that is the Grand Slam Supper, which is always a huge deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's really big for the community. I mean, Coach McGraw saying we spend ridiculous amount of money on balls and hats and everything else. So I mean, this is really important just to fundraise the rest of our season.
That's right. And because I got Coach to mention that last year, like, you know, it's baseball. How much could it cost? Like, you know, it's a ball and a bat and a glove, and it can't cost that much. And then he broke it down, and I was like, oh my gosh, no wonder. These sports cost a lot of money, and they're not funded a lot of times by the schools because they can't fund it. So that's where the booster clubs and things come in. So, well, I guess first off, we need to meet you all, and we have 3 more waiting in the wings. So we have 6 seniors here today. So tell everybody who you are.
I'm Ryan Simons.
I'm Eli Ray.
I'm Bodie Wolford.
Okay, and if you, I'm sure you've heard all of these names before because a lot of you guys play other sports also.
Mm-hmm.
So how on earth do you go from playing do you all play all the sports?
Yeah. We're all 3 sport athletes, yeah.
How do you do that?
It's pretty tough, honestly, but I mean, just go from one to the next. Like we had our last basketball game last Friday, and then now we went to baseball on Monday. So I mean, it's just from one to the other.
Do they overlap? Do you have to practice one and then go to another practice, or do they let you stop one and then start the next?
Well, there's been days where I've had 3 different sports in the same day. Like I've had football lifting in the morning, then I'll go to basketball practice in the winter, and then I'll hit it right after just to stay with it. But I mean, I think that's just a part of it, and I'm gonna enjoy it while I can,
I guess. And and that makes total sense. And you do it, trust me, do it while you're young, and you can, and you have all the energy in the world because it goes away fast. But no, tell everybody about the Grand Slam Supper and, how the community can participate and why it's important.
Well, I mean, there's a Chinese auction, there's good food. I mean, fundraise baseball, you get to be around everybody who's kind of the people who are going to be at the games, who are going to be involved in the program, just the people that love Jackson baseball, and they get to be there, and you kind of get to see everybody, and it's just kind of the kickoff to the new season.
Yeah, it's just a big community event, like he said. I think Coach McGraw said there's around 400 people there every year, so it's a great turnout, and just a great event overall.
Yeah, say what they said, basically. It's good food, come out and support the baseball team.
That's right. And okay, so I hear, and I think this is like the constant throughout, is it's a chicken and noodle dinner.
It is, yeah.
Is there anybody in the world that does not like chicken and noodles?
I don't think so, honestly.
So Cheryl that works here, and you haven't met her today, but Cheryl who works here and is part of this show, just moved here from California. And she does not understand anything that we eat here for the most part. She doesn't understand bean soup. She doesn't understand why you put beans in water and that's soup. But she also does not understand chicken and noodles as a meal. Chicken and noodles is a soup out of a can for her. So I need you all to explain why chicken and noodles should be a meal.
I mean, if you've never had it before, you got to try it. But I mean, just
because it's
it's
freaking good.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. She was like, I don't understand this chicken and noodles thing. It doesn't make any sense. And I was like, oh, you haven't tried it. So what all comes with the meal for the supper?
Is it
Mashed
Yeah,
potatoes.
chicken noodles, mashed
Yeah.
potatoes. I think a roll maybe, and then you get
Something,
drinks.
Yeah, drinks.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
good.
dessert and drinks.
Oh, yeah.
The
Are you,
desserts are really good too.
are you
Yeah,
cooking?
I'm not cooking. No.
30 different types.
30 different desserts?
Oh, it's everything.
Yeah.
Coach says so. So you all aren't baking pies?
No.
Have you ever baked a pie?
We're just kind of taking. Or last year we took out the trash and stuff. Just do some of the stuff that people don't want to do. But this year we get to actually enjoy it as seniors. We get to kind of sit with our families and just actually enjoy the thing for once.
Yeah,
Start working
I
it.
mean, that is definitely one perk of being the senior is you actually get catered to
Yeah.
instead of having to do the catering.
Yeah.
That's fun. All right, so I guess tell everybody a little bit about yourselves, and because I think people like to know, the team and a little bit about you. As I said, we've all heard your names. From Pete Wilson reporting the news and all that stuff, but here's your opportunity for the community to actually get to know you a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I said my name's Ryan Simons, but I am a senior. I'm a 3-sport athlete. I'm going to play football in college at Ohio State and hopefully become a physician's assistant in the future, obviously. And then, I mean, yeah, that's about it.
Eli Ray. I'm a 3-sport athlete, senior. I'm not going to college for sports, but I'm going to the University of Cincinnati to study psychology and hopefully become a sports psychologist.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm Bodie Wolford. I'm a senior, and I'm also a 3-sport guy. I'm going to play football at Bryant University and major in business management.
So where is Bryant University?
It's in Rhode Island.
Cool.
Yeah, so pretty far away.
Is that scary for you?
Not yet, but I'd say around the time that I have to leave, I'll get a little bit nervous. But yeah, I'm just excited for it right now.
I think that's cool, and get out and see the world while you can, right? So, okay, so you guys are going to Columbus and Cincinnati, and being from little old Jackson, Ohio, does that make you a little bit nervous?
I'd say a little bit, but I think I'll adjust pretty quickly. But I mean, I'll be there in the summer, so hopefully I get adjusted by the time school goes around.
Oh, okay, so you're going to go kind of early?
Yeah, me and Bodie are both going to go a little early, like in early June.
Oh, awesome. So you'll be where you're going for the summer.
Yeah.
I think I'll adjust to it. I like big cities, so I think I'll like it.
Cool. That's awesome. All right, so let's talk about the season for a minute. And tell everybody your positions that you play.
I play shortstop.
Pitcher and outfield.
I'm pitcher and outfield as well.
Okay. And what makes, do you guys get to pick your positions, or do you, do as you're told by coach?
Well, I feel like we've been kind of put into those positions as he's seen fit throughout the years. But I've always played somewhere in the infield, and then now over the past couple of years I've started playing shortstop, and then just kind of went from there. But
Shortstop's tough because you got to run around a lot, right? Or you got to have a good arm.
kind of, yeah. I mean, I got to run around a lot. Basically,
Yeah.
That's what you got to back everything up and everything.
Yeah.
You kind of just picked and whatever we're best at, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I used to play pretty much everywhere, and then in high school I, kind of went to the outfield mostly, and that's where I stuck.
So what makes you guys good at being at the what's the key to being an outfielder? What's coach looking for?
Being fast, have a good glove, be able to track the ball.
Yeah, pretty much.
They gotta be able to hit it too, though. I mean, that's probably, I'd say when they were younger, obviously they had to, if they didn't have a good bat, they weren't gonna be in the outfield.
Okay, why is that?
Especially in high school, I feel like one of the more important things is to be able to, because most people are gonna be able to field, be able to catch a fly ball, but if you're not gonna be able to hit, you're not gonna be able to line up. So.
I see. Okay, you got to be good at everything.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that makes total sense. All right. So why is it important for people to come out this tomorrow to the Grand Slam Supper? What does this money go toward? Why is it important to you guys?
Everything we do. I mean, it's probably, I would say it's 90% of our fundraising is from this thing right here, and it's just a great kickoff to our season in general. Just kind of setting the tone for the rest of the year. If we have a good turnout, a good crowd, I think we're gonna have a good season in general.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I mean it pays for our baseballs, pays for our hats. It's great. Yeah.
Just about everything.
Yeah, everything. Costs a lot, and having a great turnout at this event really helps with those costs. So.
Yeah, and so what was I going to ask you? Oh, what all what's the baseball like support club called?
Bullpen, yeah.
The bullpen.
Bullpen
Okay.
club.
All right. So if you see that out and about and then you want to sponsor or help these guys out along the way, feel free, because I'm sure that they would not turn away any kind of help. So, and you guys are getting ready to go to Myrtle Beach.
Yep.
So
March
tell us
30th,
about that.
I think it's probably the best thing we do all year. Honestly, it's fun to get out of state, get to play different competition, and also just like kind of be with the guys for an entire week. I mean, obviously during the season we're gonna be in and out. Obviously we're gonna go home, but we get to room with each other and just have fun in general. Be at the beach with each other. It's good to have it at the beginning of the season too, because we get to grow as a team and set the tone for the rest of the season.
Yeah, there's nothing better than beach and baseball. It's my two favorite things. So.
Yeah. It's just a fun time overall.
I would agree with that. That
Yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah, just a fun time overall, and like Ryan said, you get to play some teams that you don't really get to play around here. So just to see some different competition is good for your progression along for the season.
And what's the like ratio to seniors versus underclassmen this year?
I mean, we have six seniors. We only have 2 juniors, so they're a really small class. And then we have a lot of underclassmen need to step up. So a lot of the sophomore class is really strong. Got some strong freshmen coming up. Might get some varsity time, but overall, I mean, there's definitely a lot more underclassmen than there's upperclassmen, which is normal in every sport. Just people kind of fade away as you go throughout high school.
Sure. I mean, that's the thing. We all get older and years go by and people leave. So what do you do with the underclassmen to try to, I mean, you guys are the seniors, so you're the leaders that you looked up to, when you were freshmen and sophomores. So how do you step into that role?
I would say just lead by example. I mean, they're always going to look at us in general, just seeing what we're doing. They're going to do the same thing. But as long as we're staying focused in practice and doing what we need to do, I think they're going to follow that path. And, I mean, we've had great leaders in the past, too. That's why we're where we're at today. I mean, the 2024 class and last year's class, they were great leaders, and we followed in their footsteps, and hopefully these guys do the exact same.
Yeah, basically what he said, just, lead by example. They'll do whatever we do.
Yeah, I'll piggyback off of what these two guys said, because I can't really think anything else, but
Fair.
But yeah, if we're goofing off, then they're going to goof off. So we gotta kind of set the tone for them and just be great leaders.
It's kind of like pressure in a way, because you're like, oh gosh, now they're all looking at me, and I got to do all the right things. Yeah. So very cool. Well, let's. Do you guys want to shout out to like anybody, your parents or girlfriends or friends or anything?
I'll give a shout out to my mom, because she is the president of the bullpen and she does a good job. And
Go mom, yeah.
Puts in a lot of hard work, so I'll give a shout out to her.
I'll give a shout out to my mom too, just because it's my mom. Love her.
Aw.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to my whole family. They're always a big support to me, and I love them all.
Very good, and I think that we don't have much if we don't have the family support, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Need it. All right, well, very good. Is there anything else you guys want to tell our viewers while you're here before we bring everybody else over?
Just first scrimmage is March 14th and first game is 27th. So just come out and support, please.
Do you want to say anything to the gods about the weather?
Stop raining.
Yeah.
Turn the faucet off.
Yeah.
Probably makes it hard to practice, doesn't it?
Definitely does.
Because you can practice all you want on the football field, as Coach said, or in the inside, but that's not being on the field.
It's not the same, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, very good. All right, guys. Well, we'll let you get out of here, and we'll bring the other three over. So Adrian has a message, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. So stay tuned.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
All right, and we are back with 3 more seniors from the Jackson High School baseball team who are super excited to be here and talk about their dinner tomorrow, which you all are invited to, and we hope that you all buy tickets for. And we'll ask Coach how to do. We'll get all the details out of the coach. How's that? Does that sound good?
Yeah,
That's probably the best idea.
So you 3 are also seniors, so welcome. We're so happy to have you here.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. So tell everybody who you are.
I'm Jensen Green.
I'm Landon Stevens.
I'm Grant Crozier.
Okay, and you are seniors, so tell everybody what positions you play.
So I don't really have a set position. I mean, I'll catch most of the time this year, but over the past 3 years, I mean, was lucky enough to actually play all 9 positions in the field. So,
Jeez, Coach, making it tough on this kid.
but no, definitely I'll catch most of the time this year, and just it'll be a great year. So I'm
Yeah,
ready for it.
sure.
I pitch and play third base.
Okay.
I play first base now, but I used to pitch a little bit here and there. But I played different places over the years, but eventually just kind of find a position, and that was first base.
You should be a country music singer. Do you hear that a lot?
Yeah, I hear a lot about my voice. It's a pretty big thing. I hear a lot.
Do you sing?
I do not sing.
You should.
That's what I hear. A lot of people always.
I mean,
that's
you should
always
be on
it.
American Idol singing with that voice.
Oh, I appreciate it.
That, or you should be in radio.
Oh,
See, so you're meant to be here.
I like it here, honestly.
See, we found you a job already, a career.
Yeah, there you go.
All you have to do is open your mouth. So, my husband played baseball in college and in high school, college and stuff, and he pitched and played shortstop, and but his best friend was the catcher, and so he was like the best man at our wedding and all that stuff. And tell us about being a catcher, because that has to be it's like the job that it looks so easy and it has to be like so hard.
So catching. In my opinion, I think it's definitely the hardest spot to play. But that might be a little biased. But it's. You can see the whole field. You're talking to the infielders. You're screaming, trying to talk to the outfielders. You're calling pitches. You got to set up. You wanted a certain spot. You're the leader of the field. You got.
That's what I was saying. You're kind of like the traffic cop, right?
You're kind of directing traffic out there. You're just trying to keep everybody in line, and then there's sometimes your pitcher's getting upset or whatever. You got to call time, go out there, talk to him, make sure you settle down.
So you got to be a psychologist too.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. But it's not easy. It takes a lot. But I know I'm ready for it. I ended up catching a little bit last year. Mm-hmm. Our catcher ended up getting hurt, and I stepped up, and I had a good week or two while he was out, but definitely I'm ready for it.
And it's physically hard too, right?
Yeah,
people don't understand like how hard that is to stay like that.
Yeah, playing 4 or 5 games a week, depending on your schedule. It takes a lot. You gotta overcome more of a mental barrier. Mm-hmm. And you just got to say, I got to keep going, whatever. You just take it game by game. You got to make sure you're stretching, eating right. All of it. It takes a lot to catch 4 or 5 games a week.
I would say so. Try sitting in a squatting position for, hours. It's not easy.
Definitely not.
For sure.
Some games are super long and others are short, so it's just, you just got to keep pushing through.
I think that's incredible. I just want to give credit where credit's due, because I feel like that's a really tough position that people don't get a lot of credit for.
You gotta catch to experience it, to understand it.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. All right, so you guys pitch and play first base?
Third.
Third base.
play
You're first base.
yeah.
Do you get to talk a lot during the game?
What do you mean exactly? Not really. I don't know.
You go to base 2.
Yeah, I'm known as a pretty quiet guy usually. So
Really?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be. All right, so tell us a little bit about like your practices and how hard you guys have been working. Is this a year-round deal?
Not fully. Of course, in the summer, guys are playing for their travel teams. And then when we start to get into fall, almost winter, we start doing some stuff in the hidden barn. I mean, so we start pretty early. I mean, it's especially now. It's if you're not practicing year round, high schools fall behind. I mean, it's just kind of the animal that sports are now. I mean, you just got to keep practicing. I mean, everybody's in there in the winter. They're working.
Sure.
Kids that don't play football or basketball or anything, and then even those kids, they're in there working when they can. So I mean, we just, I think that's why we win a lot of games. We work harder than a lot of high schools.
And I've heard that from, I think the first person that said that here on the air was McKenna Kraft, but because I think I asked her, like, how do you, like, we're from a small school, and I think I asked the cheerleaders this and some other folks that have been here along the way. Like, we're from a small town in Appalachia where people think we're all hillbillies and dumb. And how do you overcome that attitude and whatever? And it's because y'all have to work harder.
Yeah.
We don't
Definitely.
have, like, fancy gyms around here and whatever, and you just got to put in the time and the work.
It's definitely we Jackson, we've always found a way as a school to get better. I mean, we outwork everybody.
I think that's, like, just a testament to, like, the grit of our community and our
Yeah.
people, like, how we are just in general.
I mean, that's what Jackson, we're always, coming up through, school and everything, we've always been taught, this is how you treat people and this is what you do, and you work with what you got. I mean, that's just how Jackson is.
Built up a reputation for sure.
Yeah, and I think so. And, like, that's why I was talking with the cheerleaders when they were in. I was like, there's squads from all over the country. Like, but when Jackson walks in, people are like, oh crap. And it's kind of the same with, like, a lot of our sports. I think that's awesome.
I mean, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So good for us, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't have anything to do with it, so good for you all. So tell us a little bit about your trip coming up. Are you excited?
I'm not much of a beach guy myself. I mean, I don't know if you can tell.
He's got on his cowboy boots.
I got on cowboy boots and jeans right now, but I'm not much of a beach guy. But I definitely love playing down there. It's a different atmosphere. I mean, it's a great facility. You get to play different teams, and of course, I love the food down there. So
Heck yeah!
That's what I love the most about it.
What's your favorite foods? Like when you go to the beach?
When I go to the beach, I mean, I'm not a big seafood person. I just like the different restaurants.
I gotcha.
Big buffets, everything.
Yeah.
So that's probably my favorite part of the trip.
Because you can get a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I think I'm just sticking with chicken.
Okay.
Chicken tenders, fries.
Hey, you know where you can get that? Tomorrow at the Grand Slam Supper.
I'm an Italian food guy, but I'm very picky, and so is he. So
I gotcha.
it plays a part.
You know what? I'll bet there's Italian food in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, there's good Italian food down there. We went to 2 restaurants this year that were really good, or last year, but it's really good. I've always enjoyed it.
So do you guys get to go out on your own, or do you go eat as a group, or how's that work?
So we kind of have a rule where he kind of lets us go out on our own as long as we're with either a group of 3 or 4.
Okay.
So that, I mean, he doesn't, it's just a safety protocol. You don't want to be walking. I mean, in any city with just yourself or maybe just one other.
That makes sense.
But I mean, if you got you and a couple buddies, group of 3 or 4, he kind of lets you go out. I mean, you can go. They got putt and stuff down there. You guys want to go grab some food or something? So.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Ice cream? Yeah. Wait, is that in your training schedule? You're allowed to have some ice cream?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can slip it in here and there.
Occasionally, yeah. Well, very good. I think that's awesome. So tell us, as your seniors, wait, are you going to wear your cowboy boots to the beach?
Probably. I mean.
Are you going to have on shorts and cowboy boots?
Probably not.
No? Okay. We'll find you something else to wear, huh?
All right.
Okay. We don't want sand in your boots. That's not good.
Well, I'm not much of a beach guy. I don't know if I'll be down there.
Okay. So do you guys stay at a hotel, or how's that?
Yeah.
Where do you?
We stay at a hotel.
Is there a pool and stuff there too?
Yeah.
If you're not a beach guy.
Yeah.
Hot
Okay.
tubs as well. Yeah.
So
That's cool.
We get about everything.
I like to be in the pool looking at the beach.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah.
A lot
That's-
cleaner that way.
Yeah. It's less sand to go in places. Yeah, I feel you. All right. So tell us, as seniors, what are your future plans? Do you all know yet?
I'm not fully know what I'm gonna do, but I plan on probably graduate and then go into some type of trade school, get into trades, and just kind of starting to make a living for myself. And then, of course,
Yeah.
I've thought about going to play college baseball, but, I'm not for sure yet. I'm still kind of iffy on it. But if I had to guess, I'd probably end up going to the trades. And,
It's a good idea. Yep. Do you have any interest?
Not really. I mean, I guess kind of, but nothing I'm set in stone on.
Okay.
Just kind of feeling out my options. I'm just
You just want to get through the baseball season, right?
trying to get through baseball season, graduate, and just take it from there. I'm a day by day guy.
I gotcha.
I'm gonna go to school, get my degree. In what? I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you know what school?
No.
Okay.
But just make a living after that.
Yeah.
In whatever I become.
We hope that you do. That would be awesome.
I'll graduate high school with an associate's degree from Rio. So after that, I'm going to go finish out my bachelor's at Rio,
In what?
business management.
Okay.
But also, end goal would probably be a pilot. I really want to be a pilot.
Here comes the voice again. Attention. Everybody
didn't even
set
think about
your
that,
butts in the seat because we're going to take off. See, it's meant to be.
Some good authority there.
I can just hear it now. No, that's really, really cool, and we hope the best for all you guys. So tell us, are you gonna be good this year?
I think definitely. I mean, like the others were saying that we're a younger team, but I think a lot of those younger guys. I mean, I think they have the ability to step up and fill in the gaps we lost. I mean, we lost almost all of the seniors last year were starters. Mm-hmm. So I mean, you're filling in 6-7 spots. I mean, it's a lot. So I mean, but a lot of the younger guys, they have the ability to step up, and I'm not worried in the slightest. I think they can do it.
Okay. How about you guys?
I think what the past seniors have showed us just makes us want to push harder this year, and everybody stepping up means I think we can push even farther than what we did in previous years.
I mean, it's the same thing every year. Every year, somebody's got to step up and take a new position. So, just something that you just got to deal with every year. So.
All right. Very good. You want to say anything to the weather gods?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully, just stop raining.
Stop
Yeah,
raining.
stop raining.
Trying to get on the field.
Tired of it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, you guys want to give a shout out to anybody at home watching,
I
or
guess just shout out my entire family, dad, mom. They pay a lot of money for me to be as good as I am right now. Even my brothers, sister, my grandpa's probably my biggest supporter. So I
Aw.
mean, they've always been there, and they make sure I got the best gear, best any way to get better at baseball. So probably just the entire family.
hi, fam.
I'd say shout out to my mom, my brother, just pointing me in the right direction. Also my girlfriend. I love her. Got a job right
Aw, that's so cute. You just got brownie points. Woof.
I definitely say thank you to all my family. I love them a lot, and they've shown me a lot of support over the years. So, and like he said, they spend a lot of money on you. So you really need to show that you appreciate what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. What are you two giggling girls doing over there? He must love his girlfriend.
He does.
That's awesome. All right, well, guys, we will let you get out of here. Is there anything else you wanted to tell our viewers while you're here?
Just like the other group said, come out and support. We're the more people that come watch us play, I think the better we play. The bigger the crowd, we want to do better for them. So.
Absolutely, and the whole community is welcome to come to these baseball games.
Absolutely.
It's like, please
Oh,
come
definitely.
and support. And
Absolutely.
please don't hit any. I heard him say it. Please don't hit any foul balls into Matt's house.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
try not to this year.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll let you get out of here. I know you're excited to get back to school, right?
Totally.
very
Yeah.
much.
You guys can't wait. What classes do you have to go back to?
I think I got English, so. Not my most fun class, but.
Where are y'all going?
9:30, I think I go to math. Which is even worse than English.
That yeah. I feel ya.
I'm going home. I'm full time. I'm full time college, so I'm on a college schedule.
I'm going home. I like your schedule. Sounds good. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We do have another message to play. We have Coach coming up here in just a second, so we'll get everybody switched out, and we'll be right back with Coach here in just a moment.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more, in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
All right, and we are back with Coach. And how are you doing?
Doing great. Thank you for having us. It's always awesome to be here.
Well, it's always so fun to have you guys here, and well, it's fun to force them to talk, right?
Some of them struggle a little bit, but yeah, it is. It's a trait. Public speaking can be very tough at a young age, even an older age. But
it is.
You get them out of their shell a little bit.
They do great.
They do a good job.
They do. And, it's not hard to talk about stuff you're passionate about, right?
Right. Yeah. And what they don't get enough credit for is their grades. That's very high, grade point average in the senior class. They're probably around 3.8, 3.9. 2 valedictorians.
Are you kidding?
Ryan Simons and Bodie Wolford are both valedictorians
That's
this
amazing.
year. We had 3 valedictorians on the baseball team last year. But, the standard, at Jackson High School is not only athletics, but our academics is very important too. So
and I feel like that is so important to talk about, because sometimes we get caught up in statistics and all that stuff, and the kids that are doing well in in school sometimes get overlooked.
They do, yeah. There aren't 2,000 people coming out to watch you take a math test, but that doesn't make it
right,
less
exactly.
important. We do I think Jackson High School and Jackson City Schools in general does a great job of balancing, whether it's band and academics, sports and academics. You're a student athlete or whatever you are, but student comes first. Student
does come first, but a lot of them, man, they're just excelling at all of it.
They are.
That is super cool.
We got a lot of great young people, raised by great people. So this community is very blessed in that aspect.
And I think it's important just to bring that up. I don't want to harp on it, but I feel like kids get a bad rap. Sometimes you only hear about the bad stuff, or the kids somebody does something stupid or boneheaded.
Yeah.
They're kids. Like, we've all been there and done that.
Right, and for every time that happens, there's 20 times where kids are doing awesome work that nobody knows about.
Exactly. So I wanted to point that out. So, Coach, tell us about kind of the details of this Grand Slam supper tomorrow, and why it is so very important. And I know you and I got into it last year about, I had no idea the expense of baseball, because you think, well, it's just a bat and a ball. How much could it cost?
It's tough. Not only are you the head baseball coach, you're running a business, and how much you can spend, how much you need to try, what you can do for the kids, which is the goal. Get them the best of this or that, and what we can do. And we all know that over the last 5 or 6 years, things have gotten a little bit more expensive. Whether it's uniforms, the equipment, different things. So it's gotten tougher. Money isn't going as far as it used to. If you're we're kind of raising the same amount of money we've always have for roughly many years, but
things cost
right,
more.
And that's a struggle, because you don't want to beg for it. We baseball program does a very good job. We don't beg. We try to provide an event and different things like that to try to help raise money. And truthfully, our community always steps up to make sure these young men have the ability to play in a nice program, top-notch program, look top-notch and, play that way too. And it's our job to make sure we put a good product on the field for them. But yeah, the Grand Slam dinner, it's instrumental in that, in raising money. It's probably about 60% of our total budget for the year, what we raise. When I say budget, it's just whatever, the money that we bring in every year. We have a couple fundraisers, this being, one of them. But yeah, we kind of use all that money to run the 7 through 12 baseball program. And the school baseball is not a school sport. Junior high baseball is not a school sport.
It was funny. I just got together when I was gone the past couple of days. I was with some girlfriends that we get together a couple times a year, and they were talking about that there's so many sports out there, especially junior high sports, that aren't school sanctioned, and people don't know that. You just assume that they are, and I was asking them, like, is it the same at your school as it is at ours? And they were all like, yeah.
Yeah, junior high baseball is not really a sanctioned sport. It can be in certain, maybe bigger cities, things like that.
But you're responsible for paying for it, right?
Right. Yeah. That's part of my job, running the business.
Oh my!
Because if there wasn't a junior high baseball program, you wouldn't have a good high school program.
Correct.
I've seen, I have some relatives who went to different schools, and they were good baseball players and good at other sports too, kind of like the athletes that we have. But their school didn't have junior high baseball, and they didn't play high school baseball. It's just when you quit playing something or anything, when you quit doing it for a year or two, you're just not going to pick it. More than likely, you won't pick it back up.
Right.
And I think it hurt their athletic career, what they could have experienced playing baseball, because they were great athletes. So we want to make sure we get them. We do a great job. Junior high parents, do a great job of that, making sure we have a season every year, that we have baseballs, have a field to play on. We're one of the few schools. Actually, I think school didn't pay for it, but donated by the community. We have a junior high baseball field.
Wait, where?
It's Southview. So that's our junior high baseball field, right behind Southview.
Really?
Yep. There's a baseball field back there.
I had no idea.
A little bit smaller. We didn't have a ton of area.
That's so cool.
But years ago, some baseball parents and community members that really love the baseball program put that field in out there for the younger kids. But yeah, we play a lot of home games up there because a lot of schools don't have a junior high baseball field at all. And one of the things we have to do, we also have to take care of it because it's not you can't ask the school to, they're not going to give money to a non-sanctioned sport. And I get that, especially, now. I mean, it's been that way forever, but, budgets are tight. If you make it a school sport, then you got to pay for the umpires, you got to pay for all this stuff, and schools just don't have that kind of money. But we still want to provide an awesome experience for those 13, 14-year-old kids. We have 30 kids in that program, in the 7th and 8th grade baseball team. We have 30 kids. Every year I get 6th graders that want to try out. Now you got to wait till 7th grade. We treat it just like you would 7th or junior high basketball or football. It's a great ordeal, and it's fabulous for building the high school program. When they get to the 9th grade.
Yeah, and like you said, you've got to just start them early, and that's why our football programs are so successful.
Exactly.
And
it's the same. You have to have good people involved.
The cheerleaders, anything that
it's all about early. People. If you have good people involved that are willing to step up, you're going to see the results. You look at the decades of good football. You have really good people step up at the Pee Wee level, and also expectation. How do you word this? We're not here just to have fun all the time. We want it to be fun. We also want to learn. We want to get better. We want to win. It's not babysitting. I think you can see that in our Pee Wee football. You have a lot of great parents down there sitting there watching their kids practice every night. They love it. But those kids end up being really good junior high football players and really good high school players. Baseball, same way with all of our rec league and our travel teams.
Yep.
You have to have good people step up, and they do. This community is special with people, and when they step up, you see the results at the high school level. We have in every sport. You've seen the results in high school just by the work that people put in the younger level.
And I think it's just very important, and I wanted to make sure that was pointed out because it's not easy.
It's not. No.
So let's talk about the things we talked about this last year. Let's talk about the expenses that you all have to pay for. It's a lot, and this is why
I feel like I'm complaining when I talk about it.
No. I mean, I just want to point it out, get the information out there for people that may or may not understand what you are using this money for.
Yeah, that's a good point. Baseball teams tear up uniforms, especially pants. You got to put a good bit of money into those every year.
Kind of slide and stuff.
Unfortunately, we only have 2 school colors, which is red and white. We're allowed to wear gray as well, but white baseball pants don't last very long. We spend a little money on those every year. Last year I got my JV away from wearing white baseball pants to only gray just because the expense. Having to buy those every season. But more than that, you got to take care of the uniforms. Baseballs, they're about $120 a dozen now. And unlike other sports, that's what a lot of people don't know.
Wait. Did you just say baseballs are $10 a piece?
Yes, $10 per. So McKee, every time you get one in your backyard, throw it back, baby. That's $10. Yeah.
I would have guessed like $1 a piece. Or $2 a piece. A baseball is $10.
For the ones that we have to use, they have to be a certain certification, a certain qualification. And now they didn't. They've gone up significantly in the last 8, 9 years, especially 5 or 6. I think when I started coaching, they were around $45, $50 a dozen. Then they went to 100, and now they're at 120.
And let's tell everybody about how many baseballs you go through a game.
Usually around 10. 10 baseballs,
So do
something
the
like
math.
that. Yeah. I've had games where I've gone through 15 or 16 because it's raining, or when the Huron, if it bounces, if you just get a certain amount of ground balls, you don't know. You can't plan that. So if it hits the concrete, it might be done. You can't put it back in the game.
Right.
Also, if it gets in that little creek over there or whatever, anything like that. But to alleviate some of that cost, we actually have a foul ball chaser for our games now. We pay them $20 a game to try to save baseballs.
That's
and it actually
awesome.
does work. We went from
say.
using about 13 or 14 a game to like 8 or 9 or 10.
Okay.
To 8 would be a great day. We usually use right around 10 a game, you just can't reuse them the next game. Not like soccer or basketball. You can use the same ball. We have to break out a new box. I start the season with 15 dozen, see how far it goes, and I always end up buying more. I just don't want to unless I have to. So
Yeah.
and we have other expenses. Big expense, not big, but it's worthy of it. I take care of Sparky Heller Field. I do a lot of that work myself, and we want it to look nice.
I feel like that's always been a Jackson thing. I remember like when my husband played baseball, Jackson. They had to show up and take care of the field. Like, that was the thing.
And we do a great job. And the boys do a great job. After practice, after games, maintaining the field. I don't bring them down on the weekends too much. I try to. You'll see me out there, but I enjoy that mowing. Rolling the
it's
field.
therapeutic, isn't it?
It is.
Bit? Yeah.
It is. I don't actually mow the. I have 2 acres and I don't mow my own grass. I pay somebody to do it.
But by gosh, you're taking care of that field.
But I mow the baseball field 3 times a week. I think it was last Sunday. I was able to mow it and roll the outfield, so keep the playing surface top notch. This year we'll have to add some infield dirt, which is a baseball style dirt, and that's $1,000. But it gets washed away. Like all
this
the rain and
is
flooding.
it's not helping.
No, and all the flooding we've had over the winter and different things, like some of our dirt ends up over on Huron Avenue.
I'm sure it does.
If you look at that fence line, it's about 2 inches deep of baseball dirt. And I'm like, but
goody.
what are you gonna do? You replace it.
Yeah.
I get a lot of texts and emails from guys that played baseball there, or grandpas, or anything, people that coached. They enjoy driving by in the fields in very good shape. If you drove by Sunday, it looked like $1 million. Now this rain, I'll be out there this Sunday again as soon as it quits. Hopefully, trying to get it back.
Hopefully, yeah.
But yeah, it can get kind of expensive. And we have the dinner and different, we have our signs on Huron Street. One thing I always stress to everybody is we don't pay for Myrtle Beach for the players with fundraising. That's up to them and their parents. They do all that.
They have to fundraise themselves or pay for it themselves.
It's just, I don't take public money and give it to a kid to go to the beach. That's up to them, their parents. We have a separate fundraiser with their parents. They handle it. It goes really well. They do a good job. But yeah, the money we raise tomorrow and throughout the season, it's really just to fund the program as a whole, buy everything we need. And without it, we just wouldn't be able to do it. It's just kind of how it is. So, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pete Wilson's here, but I can't let you get out of here without talking about the season and what you're looking forward to this year.
Yeah, we're coming off 5 stellar seasons, 20 wins a year.
Yeah, you are.
I think we had 25 last year, won 19 games in a row. Lost a great senior class. A lot of those guys started from a young age. We're kind of still seeing where we're at. The rain's hurting.
I'll bet.
You kind of, as a coach, you want to put guys on the field in positions and different things like that to figure out who you are as a team.
Sure.
Right now, I don't know who we are, who's going to step up, because you haven't been able to put them in that situation. It's fun things. Most people that are watching may not even know it's harder to find a good outfielder in high school than it is a good infielder. It's significantly harder. And Bodie and Eli are really good outfielders, but both came in as infielders. But both came in with enough ability that when I switched them, because that's what the team needed, we needed athletes in the outfield, that they were able to do that. That's very important. If you have a young kid playing, teach them to play everywhere. But yeah, going back to practice, we're going to have some people step up, and I think we have the talent. Do we have the mindset? I'm still working on that.
Okay.
I don't lie to players or anybody. We have the talent to win 20 games. Will we? That's going to depend on the mindset over the next 3
attitude.
weeks.
Yeah, you got to.
Right.
What do they want?
Are we there yet? Nope. We're not.
Okay.
But that's also due to weird practices. When you're in a hitting barn, you can't practice all guys in there at once. We go in groups, so they don't get together as much. The football field is great. Love the turf. We can practice when it's wet, but you don't get the sense of putting kids in certain positions to see if they can handle live action. But yeah, and the basketball guys being there now has.
Sure.
It will help tremendously starting next week. We'll see more leadership out of them and the older guys. When half your senior class is missing, practice feels a little bit weird. But now that they're back, and we've actually had some illness go through the team. Everybody knows that's going around.
God
we
knows,
deal with
yes.
that. It looks like it's running its course and getting every varsity and every JV player at practice. That'll be key. But yeah, if the weather breaks, I'm just excited to put them in a strategic situation to figure out who's going to step up, different things.
Yeah, and that would be great. And and some people may say, well, I don't understand why they have to go to Myrtle Beach to play baseball or whatever, because it's as important for them as a bonding thing and to grow together as a team as it is for them to play in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
It is a great opportunity for them to all get together, stay the night together. That's a huge deal. It's like a retreat almost.
It's gone amazing when we started it. The first year we were going, actually it was canceled, 2020. The season was canceled. And then we were able to go, I think, in 2022. And it's helped keep players interested.
For sure.
It's helped bring kids into the baseball program, different things. It's worked out so well. Now the softball team, goes as well.
Okay.
Do they have to go? Yeah, it's not a must. But it is a great thing. It's something we can do that's special to Jackson. And I actually grew up in a baseball program at Portsmouth, Ohio, where we went every year. Every spring break, we went south. And that's kind of one of the few things I really remember about high school baseball is just the bonds I had with my teammates and the hotels and the games you played down there. There's a lot of games. I played in very important games for one of the top teams in the state, and I don't remember a lot of them.
But you remember the goofy things that happened on your trip.
I do. So if we can, provide, situations like that for the players, I want to do it. I say I don't love it as a coach. It's stressful.
I'll bet.
Because those are
it's
my
like herding
sons.
cats.
It is. And truthfully, those guys they pay attention. They're good kids. If they weren't, we wouldn't go. That's why I tell them every year. Any trouble, we just it ends. But they're great people raised by great people. We're providing an experience, but as a coach, it's very stressful because I take it very serious and the health of every young man on my team. And just like Jensen told you, if they go somewhere, they have to be with 3 people.
No, that makes sense.
If you're going to be in a city, you don't walk around with 1 or 2 people. You never know what could happen. So if you're with your buddies and things but also they get to know. Some of these kids are new to the program, might be new to Jackson High School, and just getting them involved with the older kids and around them, it's very special. And it's worked out amazing. And it seems like we come back every year a different team.
I think so too.
Especially you see a few players on your team and you come back, all right, it clicked. He's finally got the team morale and the different situations. And whether it's helped or been part of it, we've had amazing seasons ever since we started going. Our seasons have gotten better and we got more wins. Playing completely different competition, and the competition we play is top notch.
Coincidence? I think
not. Maybe it goes hand in hand with that. So, and I want to keep winning. So
there you go. And speaking of that, before we get to Pete, did I hear you mention something that there it's a possibility to break some kind of record?
This year's senior class, the last 2 seasons, each senior class broke the record for the most wins in a career. So I guess that involves more than just seniors, always does, but 9 through 12, last year's class had the most wins. Now this year's class can break that. I think they need 21 or 22 wins. Last year's class needed 21, and they got 25. So that was a very special season last year. I think we were 25-3. But winning 20 games is tough in high school baseball. Sometimes some schools don't even play 20 because of the rain and different things. So we're fortunate we haven't had a whole lot of losses in the last 4 or 5 years. But I have good talent. I'm blessed with good athletes, good talent, good coaches at the high school that when they're not playing baseball, they're still getting coached correctly, which helps big time. So I'm excited. I'm excited for 2026. It's a different team than Jackson's had in years. We are going. We don't have the older returning starters back that we like. That we always have. So step up, next guy up. And it's going to create, you'll see it over the next couple of weeks, it's going to create some intense competition in a great positive way. You get to see what a young man has when he can see, I got a chance, but it's about work at that point. So it's very special to watch him go through that.
You got it. All right, one last thing of details. How do people get tickets for the supper tomorrow?
Yeah, the Grand Slam supper, we still have some tickets, a few. I think if you know a baseball player or parent, you can reach out to them. They might have one. Jackson Ironman Baseball has a Facebook page. I run that. You can reach out through there through a message to me. Okay. Or I'm on Facebook too. You can message me there. And my phone number is probably posted on there somewhere so parents could have it. But yeah, we can still get you a ticket if you want to. It's going to be just an amazing evening. I'll shout out to my wife and my mother-in-law who make all the noodles.
God bless you.
My house has smelled like my house has smelled like chicken in the kitchen for the last 4 or 5 days. So she's all awesome with that. They take pride.
They should.
In our family and doing this and having the dinner and what it's for the community. The crowd is amazing. If you've never been there, show up. You'll be like, oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like this. It's going to be pretty cool.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Coach, thank you so much for
stopping by.
Thank you for having
us. It's always a pleasure.
Oh, it's always a pleasure for us as well. And best of luck this season and have fun at the beach.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pete Wilson's waiting in the wings. So we have another message and we'll be back right after this.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
All right, and we are back with Pete Wilson and news.
Okay. Well, we're going to start off with what was a really upbeat, positive event on Wednesday that we're going to have good coverage in our Saturday paper. March is Developmental Disabilities Month in Jackson and in Jackson County, and the commissioners proclaimed March as Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month.
Absolutely.
This was the proclamation that occurred at the Christ Church of Jackson after the commissioners' meeting. That, of course, is John Hensler holding the proclamation in the middle, and Commissioner Paul Haller there on the right. And to the left, that is John Harris, who is with the Developmental Disabilities programs and staff, one of many who came out for the event. But I tell you what, I covered that, Jennifer, and after they had a gathering there at the Family Life Center, gave a few little speeches and remarks and read the proclamation John Hensler did, they had a march through the downtown. And this was the individuals that are involved in the different DD programs in Jackson County, Buckeye Community Service being one of those main providers. And I tell you what, the individuals who are involved in the program, sometimes referred to as clients, these are adults, young adults that are in the program. This isn't the Hope Haven, the kids at Hope Haven. Here is Tony Shump, who she actually came up to me and wanted to have her picture taken with her sign.
I love that.
So outgoing there. And that's Rebecca Moon, who is one of the BCS staffers there behind her. But you can see her sign there, I believe in my abilities. And that was kind of like the message that they had with the signs and all. These young adults, so outgoing, so positive, so friendly. I was really awed by it. And many of them had signs as they walked uptown. They ended up at the courthouse. Jackson County Developmental of Disabilities Superintendent Nick Elliott made some remarks there from the courthouse steps. But the message was about diversity, acceptance, and inclusion. Those young adults really made that statement. Got some nice support, honks from some of the motorists downtown. There were some people standing along the way cheering, the group as they walked uptown. Some even had signs of their own there. So it was,
that.
it truly was very, very uplifting. So coverage coming there in Saturday's paper. Hey, we want to let folks know that one of the first public events, maybe it's the first public event that the Kids First Committee is putting on. That's the Kids First Committee for the Jackson Public Schools, promoting the earned income tax issue that will be on the March primary ballot to create new needed local revenue for the Jackson City schools. There's going to be a meet and greet event this Monday evening at the Holy Trinity Parish Hall. That's right next there to the Catholic Church in that brick building on Columbia Street. Actually, it kind of faces Court Street, but it has a Columbia Street address.
Okay.
It's going to be at 6 p.m., and Phil Howard and Teresa McGinnis are going to be there, and there'll be committee members there, and they are going to be there to provide information, answer questions, hear input from the public. They want to be very transparent about the need for the revenue. They want to justify it to people. If people have concerns, they want to be able to answer them, face to face. So this is your opportunity to do that, your first opportunity. There'll be others. They're also going to have a similar event, another meet and greet event on Thursday the 19th, also at the Parish Hall. That's on a Thursday evening. And then they're going to have another one on Saturday, the weekend, at 9 a.m., also at the Holy Trinity Parish Hall. And there may be some light refreshments that are available. They're dubbing it as coffee and conversation. They want it to be informal. It's not going to be like a big formal thing or whatever. They want people to be relaxed, but they do want people to come out and ask questions. And, if you have concerns or even if you feel whatever reason, you're going to have to convince me to vote for this.
Sure.
They want to hear from you, okay? And there's also going to be on the 18th of April, they are planning a rally in the park at Manpower Park, and we'll tell you more about that as well. But the Kids First Committee will also have another meeting. That will be on Monday at 5:30 at the Parish Hall before they have the meet and greet. But we'll be covering the activities of the Kids First Committee and sharing information all along here in this process up into the primary election on May the 5th. A former Jackson superintendent of schools has passed away. Dr. Michael Richardson was the superintendent of the Jackson City Schools. Here is a current picture of Dr. Richardson.
I remember.
When he was here, of course, he was much younger, but he was 79 years old, passed away in Colorado, had a lifetime service, professional service in education. He actually is a Jackson boy. Grew up in Jackson, graduated from Jackson High School in 1964. That was one of the biggest classes because of the baby boomers. And he had the distinction of being the valedictorian of that class.
Okay.
Now, he started his education career elsewhere, came back to Jackson in the late 80s. I believe it was 1985 when he came and he resigned to accept a position at a larger school district, Ashland, Ohio, in 1990. And then after that, went different places, but ended up the tail end of his career, the biggest part of his career, the second part was in Colorado.
Okay.
He fell in love with the mountains and the beauty of Colorado.
That
and
would
he
be
worked
easy to
there
do.
And retired there, and that was where he passed away on February the 12th. There's not going to be any local services or whatever here, but the family has placed an obituary with the telegram that will run in tomorrow's print edition. It's already online, so you can learn a little bit more about him. But the big things with Dr. Richardson when he was here, there was some changes involved there. There was a lot of interest in what was going on. But he was the one who championed the transitional school. And, some people agreed with it, some people didn't agree with it, but that turned the Lick local school into a transitional school
So
through grades 6 and 7.
That was my my year.
That was you were at the transitional school.
Yeah, so my 7th grade year, I went to Lick. So we
Right.
were the first 7th grade class, and then there was a 6th grade class, obviously, too,
Right.
that went. So yeah, that was me. I was the first one.
Right. Yeah. For those who are
My
much younger
class.
than Jennifer and I, for years the 7th and 8th grade was with the high school,
Which is terrifying, by the way.
Right. Well, he thought that wasn't the coolest thing in the world, and he really spearheaded that. And anytime that you have some change, you're gonna have some people that
yeah.
are Lick Local no longer being a neighborhood school or whatever, but. Basically, that was the bridge to what we have today.
Sure.
A separate middle school for grades 6, 7, and 8 in the old high school
Yep.
building. And another thing that Dr. Richardson did was he started the Jackson City Schools Hall of Honor, which everybody agrees was a good thing. In my salad days as a reporter, I covered Dr. Richardson, so I was very sad to hear the news. I hadn't heard from him for quite a while, but I knew he was in Colorado and had spent a lifetime in education. So we mourn for his family there. He had 2 kids. They live elsewhere, but they came through the Jackson City Schools, or at least went to school here when he was here. I think
Sure.
they graduated elsewhere. Okay, a couple other things we want to tell you about. We want to remind you that daylight saving time is Sunday.
Oh
All
gosh,
right.
I'd forgotten about that.
Right, at 2 a.m. on Sunday, that is when the clocks
Spring
officially change. And they
forward.
spring forward. You're going to lose an hour of sleep, all right? So you can kind of plan for that. I would change your clocks to overnight or before you go to bed, but
Yep.
officially it'll happen at 2 o'clock. 2 a.m. will become 3 a.m.
Yes.
So that is this weekend, and daylight saving time will stay in effect until November.
Okay.
All right, big thing we have going in Saturday's paper. We've talked so much about the success of the Jackson and Wellston boys basketball teams. We're going to have some special coverage, tribute coverage, a couple of, actually 3 pages of stories and pictures of those 2 teams and their storybook seasons, have been well documented and, really got the fan bases excited. That'll be in Saturday's edition of the paper, so we want to kind of promote that a little bit. Some other things going on real quick, because I know we're running out of time. Of course, Coach McGraw and the players were here to tell you about the Grand Slam Supper, and he was not kidding when he said it is a special event.
Oh, very.
I tell you what, Parks Edge Event Center is a big place, but I tell you what, they fill that place up, and you might be surprised. Little fundraiser for a high school baseball team, it is huge. They get great support, which is reflective of how strong the program has
a great
been
program.
and the support for it and how the community steps up to support it. But chicken noodles, of course, will be the
Who
big thing.
doesn't like chicken
Yeah,
noodles?
it's only $10, and you get a great meal out of it, and they use that money to support the program. If you think that the schools throw all the money that athletics and extracurriculars need, you're wrong. If the support clubs really are the ones that
100%.
that make it go, and that kind of dovetails with the school's financial situation now and needing the earned income tax issue. If you're thinking, well, they didn't spend all the money on the extracurriculars, they don't spend that much.
No, the booster clubs do.
They support them. They hire the coaches and the advisors, but then the groups, whether it's sports or extracurriculars, they end up raising a lot of money on their own. Noodles will also be at the Hamden Firefighters Annual Chicken Noodle Dinner. That's also on Saturday. It's the 8th annual one. It will be from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Excuse me, and that is a big fundraiser for the fire department, and they have a great chicken noodle meal as well. Also, one other thing I want to tell you about, this is a great historical thing. The Marquet Cultural Arts Center is going to have a program on Frank Cavett this Sunday from 12:30 to 2, and then they're going to have a showing of the greatest show on earth. So
Yes.
what's the connection?
Yes.
To be honest, I consider myself a little bit of a local history buff, but I'd never heard of Frank Cavett. But he was one of the writers for The Greatest Show on Earth, which was an Oscar-winning movie in 1952.
And is he from here?
He was born here in
That is
He was born
wild.
here in 1905. Okay, we knew about Isom Jones and some of the others, but I did not know about Frank Cavett. But from 12:30 to 2, they're going to have some information about Frank Cavett at the Marquet, which is perfect and appropriate considering what the Marquet promotes and what it is.
Sure.
So that's 12:30 to 2, and then a free showing of The Greatest Show on Earth on the big screen in 1952. Maybe it was at the Marquee back in 1952.
That is so cool.
Who knows? That will be very nice, and that will be a great afternoon. And that kind of plays right into the Evening with the Arts the next Saturday at the Parks Edge Event Center. That's the big fundraiser for the Southern Hills Arts Council. The theme is the greatest show on earth, and I think you're going to see a circus theme, I'm guessing, there for that event. And tickets are on sale for that as well. We'll talk more about that next week.
Sounds like a good time.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you, Pete. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch up with you on Monday. How's that?
All right. We will be there. Stay dry.
Stay dry, everybody. Remember, do not drive through standing water. That's our PSA for the day.
Right.
Or walk.
No promises, but we might even see some sunshine this afternoon.
We hope.
Right.
We'll take it. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you right back here on Monday. Bye-bye.